Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to send WhatsApp appointment reminders for Google Calendar events automatically. So let's suppose I am running a business and I am collecting all my appointments from my Google Calendar. I want that whenever someone books the appointment in Google Calendar, I should automatically send them the WhatsApp reminder. Now doing this manually will consume a lot of my time, so I've completely automated this process. And to do this automation, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which requires no coding or programming skills. Here I just need to build connection between this Google Calendar and WhatsApp Cloud API. With the help of Pabbly Connect, I am going to build this connection in such a manner that whenever there will be new appointment, automatically I am going to send the WhatsApp reminder with the help of WhatsApp Cloud API. Now if you want to learn the step-by-step process, then let me take you all to my screen. So here in this video, we are going to see how we can send the appointment reminders to all the appointment which has taken place in our Google Calendar. And for this, I'm simply going to create integration between these two applications, Google Calendar and WhatsApp Cloud API, with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this is the landing page of Pabbly, and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com in your browser. Now before we sign into our Pabbly account, let me quickly take you towards Pabbly community. So you can join this Pabbly community to connect with business owners, experts, and the Pabbly support team. You can share tips, ask questions, and get quick solutions to your automation challenges. You can stay updated on latest features and collaborate with thousands of users who help and support each other every day. Now, if you want to learn how you can join this community, then please check out the link given in the description. Let's move back towards Pabbly. After browsing this website, we need to sign into a Pabbly account. On the top right corner, you can see two options: sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on the sign in, and if you are a new user, click on the sign up for free, and this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. As I'm an existing user, I'll click on the sign in. And here all Pabbly apps page has appeared, which is showing me all the Pabbly applications. I'm going to click on this Pabbly Connect Access Now. And here it has taken me towards this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders which I've created over here. Now if you want to create a new folder, simply click on this plus icon, and from here you can create a new folder. For now, I want to create a new workflow, for which I need to click on this create workflow, and I need to select my workflow builder. We have this new beta, which is modern, faster, and more flexible one. Then we have this classic, which is a stable and a familiar approach. I'm going to select this new beta, and then I'm going to name this workflow as send appointment reminders for Google Calendar event automatically. And now I need to select my folder. So these are the folders which have been created, and I'm going to select it as WhatsApp automations and then click on create. So here workflow created successfully. Now as soon as I click on create, this box has appeared in front of me where it is asking me to enter the trigger application. So trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger step in a workflow, but as many as action steps as you want. Here in this workflow, I want to send a WhatsApp appointment reminder, which means whenever I'm going to receive a new appointment in Google Calendar, I'm automatically going to send them the WhatsApp message, which means whenever I'm going to receive a new appointment in Google Calendar, this complete workflow here will get triggered, because trigger basically activates or triggers any workflow. So here in my trigger application, I will be taking Google Calendar, and then in my action application, I will be taking WhatsApp Cloud API. From Google Calendar, I'm going to receive the appointment, and following this trigger application, which is Google Calendar, there will be action application, which will be WhatsApp Cloud API. So I'm going to send the reminder. So here in my trigger application, I'm going to take Google Calendar, and in my trigger event, I'm going to select it as new event and then click on connect. Now if you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection, then click on the sign in with Google. You have to choose your Google account with which you have logged in your Google Calendar. And after choosing that account, you simply need to click on this allow to grant away the permissions. Your data is completely safe with Pabbly Connect, so you can do this. And Google Calendar is connected with Pabbly Connect. Now I have to select the calendar. So if I open my Google Calendar, on the left hand side you can see that I have created this calendar by this name, and I'm going to select the same from this drop down. So I have selected this same calendar. Now I'm going to create an event, and as soon as I click on the save and send test request, I'm going to capture that event here in this workflow. So here we have this online booking form. I'm going to do the booking. So for that, I'm going to first select the date. So let's say the date is of September and the timing is 11 a.m. And over here, I'm going to enter some dummy details. So I'm going to enter my first name as current, my last name as user, my email address as current76@pabblytudes.com, and then I'm going to enter my phone number. After entering all these details, I'm simply going to click on this book, and as soon as the booking has been done, here the booking has been confirmed, I'm going to capture the response. I'll go towards my workflow, click on the save and send test request, and here I have received the response. Now if I scroll this down, I have received the start date time. We have done the appointment for 11th September and the timing is 11 a.m. And then I have received the email address of the person who has done this booking, which is current76@pabblytudes.com. Then we have this description in which we have received the name of this person, the email address and the phone number. Now here, as soon as I have done the booking, I have received that response here in this workflow, and this shows the connection setup which we have created between Pabbly Connect and Google Calendar. That is successful. And now whenever I'm going to receive a new appointment in Google Calendar, I will start capturing that response here in this workflow. Now moving on towards the next step, whenever there is a new appointment, I want to send a WhatsApp message. So I'm going to select my action application as WhatsApp Cloud API. And in my action event, I'm going to select it as send template message and then click on connect. Now, if you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection. And now to make this connection, we have to enter the token, phone number ID and the WhatsApp business account ID. Now in the help desk, I'm provided a hyperlink which I'm going to open, and I will be redirected towards this forum page of Pabbly. If I scroll down, I get 2 of these tutorial videos which I can watch and learn how to get these details. Now to get these details, I'm going to open Meta for Developers. You can visit this simply by typing developers.facebook.com. On the top right corner, you can see this My Apps. I have created the application which I'm going to open, and I will be landed towards this app dashboard. Now on the left hand side where you can see all these options, I'm going to click on this WhatsApp and then go towards this API setup. Here I have landed towards this API setup page. First, I'm going to generate the access token, and then I'm going to copy this phone number ID and the WhatsApp business account ID. I'm going to click on this generate access token. I'm going to reconnect with my Facebook account, and you will see a temporary access token has been generated and provided to me. So I'm quickly going to copy all of these details and paste it to my Pabbly Connect. After entering all these details, we simply need to click on this save, and here WhatsApp Cloud API is connected with Pabbly Connect. I have to enter all these details now. But over here, I'm not going to enter any of these details manually. Instead, I'm going to use a method called mapping, which means I'm going to enter the data from the previous response. I have received the response from this Google Calendar, and when I click on this field, I can see this Google Calendar. When I click on this, I can see all the response which I have received from there. Now, I need to map the phone number, but over here, I cannot map this. In this description, I have received the name, the email address, and the phone number. I just need the phone number. So now we need to format this. So I'm going to go back towards my workflow, and then I'm going to click on this add new action step, and I'm going to search for text formatter by Pabbly. And in my action event, I'm going to select it as text basic formatting and then click on connect. Now over here, I'm going to enter the string. So the string value is, I'm going to click on this field, click on this Google Calendar, and then map the description. After this, I'm going to select the transform as extract phone number and then click on the save and send test request. Here I have received the response. We have successfully extracted this phone number. Now I can map this value to my WhatsApp Cloud API action step. I'll go back. I'm going to click on this add new action step. Again, search for WhatsApp Cloud API. I'm going to create the connection quickly. I'm going to save this. And now I'm going to map the response which I have received from this text formatter. This is the phone number which I have received. Next, I'm going to enter this template ID. Now to get this template ID, we have to go back towards the API setup page again. And over here you can see the send message with the API. We have this hyperlink. So I'm going to open this hyperlink and I will be landed towards the message template page. To create a new template, you simply need to click on this create template. To set up the template, you have to select, I'm going to select it as custom. I'm going to click on this next, and then I'm going to create this template. So first, let's say I'm going to name this as testing, and then I'm going to select the language, and then I need to select the variable, whether I want it to be number or the name. I'm going to select it as number. If you want to provide the header message, you can do that. If you want to provide the body, or if you want to provide the footer, you can do that. I'm going to provide the body of the message like hello. And then I've added this. Now this is a custom variable, and this helps us to create a custom template. This custom variable changes whenever I get a new response. So if I've added hello, and then I'm going to write the name of the person. So I'm going to add the value to this custom variable like this. You can add as many as custom variables like over here 2, and then we need to provide the value to that custom variable. So over here, let's say we have the phone number. So I'm going to provide the value as phone number. And this is how we can create a custom template. Then you can also add the buttons. You can add the button, and then you can add the call to action button or the quick reply button. After adding all these details, you can simply click on the submit for review. After some time, when your template gets approved, you can use this template to your workflow. Here I have already created a template which I'm going to open it for you. And I have created a custom template, so we can learn how we can add the details there. So this is by the name Google Calendar, and I have created a simple template. I have added 3 custom variables. Hi demo, first one is for the name. Your meeting with us has been confirmed. Date is this, time is this, looking forward to speaking with you. And then I've entered my company name. Now over here you can see that while creating this template, I have added 1 custom variable, for the date 2nd custom variable, for the time 3rd custom variable. So I'm going to use the same template. I will go back towards my workflow, and in this template ID, I'm going to select it as Google Calendar. Now I'm going to enter the language code as EN, and then I'm going to enter this template name as this Google Calendar. So this is the template ID, and this is the name of the template. The template has header? No. So if the template does not has header, I'm going to remove this header type. I'm going to simply toggle on this mapping button and keep this field empty. Then these fields are not required. One, we simply need to send the reminder message. So I'm going to skip all of these fields. The template has body? Yes. And then I'm going to enter these details. Now you see that if I click on this field and if I go towards the Google Calendar response, I'm going to search for description. Here again, we have received the response, but over here I have received the name, email address and the phone number in this one response only. So just like how we formatted the phone number, we need to format this again to get the name. Then we have also received the date and the time. So if I search for start, so this is the start date and time, but I need to separate these. And I also want the time in Asia, Kolkata. So I'm going to format all of these details. First, I'm going to save this. And after saving this, I'm going to cross this. I'm going to click on this add new action step. And in my action application, I'm going to search for text formatter by Pabbly. In my action event, I'm going to select it as text parser and then click on connect. Now over here, I'm going to enter the text. So the text is, I have received the summary in which I have received the name of this person. I'm going to enter that. And I want this name, current user. So the text after this. Now after adding these details, I'm simply going to click on save and send test request, and here I have received this response. Now I can map this. We also wanted the date and the time. So to get the date and the time, I'm going to use another action step. So over here, I'm going to click on this add new action step, and in my action application, I'm going to search for date time formatter. And in my action event, I'm going to select it as format date only and then click on connect. Now I'm going to map the date. So I have received the date over here in my Google Calendar response. So the start date is this one. I'm going to enter from this date. So I'm going to enter T. This is the format. From this format, I have to search for YYYMM, this format. And in my action event, I'm going to select it as format time zone only and then click on connect. I'm going to map the date which I have received from this Google Calendar. So the start date was this one, and then I'm going to enter from this format. I'm going to enter T over here, and this is the format which has this T, and from time zone, which is UTC, I have to get the response in Asia Kolkata. So I'm going to search for Asia Kolkata. You can select your time zone from here, and now after mapping and entering all these details, I'm simply going to click on save and send test request. So here I have received the response. Now I'm going to add the delay so that I can send the reminder of the appointment. I'm going to cross this. I'm going to add one more action step, and in my action application, I'm going to search for delay. And in my action event, I'm going to select it as add time delay and then click on connect. So I want to delay until a specific date. So I want to get this date. I want to send the reminder one day before. So in the response, I have received the start date of the appointment, but I want to get the date one day before the appointment. So we need to get this. So for now, I'm going to copy and paste this, and I'm going to save this step, and then I'm going to add another action step before this action step of date time formatter by Pabbly. And in my action event, I'm going to select it as add subtract time and then click on connect. So here I'm going to enter the date first. I'm going to enter the start date which we have formatted with the help of this date time formatter step, which is this one, and the expression. I want to send this reminder one day before the appointment. So I'm going to write -1 day. And then this to format. So in our delay action step, we have received the format of. So in our delay action step, we wanted to receive the date in this format. So I'm going to enter this format, and from format will be the T1. This is the from format. So from this format, I have to get the date and the time in this format so that I can map that in my delay action step. Now I'm simply going to click on the save and send test request, and here I have received the response. You can see that my appointment is booked for 11th September. I have received the response for 10th September and 11 a.m. Now I'm going to map this value to my delay. So I'm going to click on this. Now I'm going to enter the date which I have received from the date time formatter, which is this one. So I have mapped that. So my appointment is booked for 11th September, and this reminder message will be sent on 10th September 11 a.m. I'm going to click on the save and send test request, and here this workflow has been delayed until 10th September 11 a.m. Now I'm finally going to add all these details to my WhatsApp Cloud API action step. So I have already entered all these details. We need to enter the name. So we have received the name in this text formatter step. So I'm going to enter the name as current user. But before that, I'm going to click on this add new action step, and in my action application, I'm simply going to search for date time formatter by Pabbly. I'm going to select my action event as format date with time zone, then click on connect, map the start date which I have received from Google Calendar, which is this one, and then I'm going to enter the from format. The from format is this T1. I'm going to enter that, and I want the format in this YYMM this format. And from time zone, over here I have the appointment at 11 a.m. So we have the 11 a.m. here. I just wanted to format a date. So from this Asia Kolkata to this Asia Kolkata, I'm going to enter this. I'm going to click on the save and send test request, and here I have received the response 11th September 11 a.m. Now I need to format this so that I can separate the date and the time, and then I can map these values to my template in WhatsApp Cloud API. I'm going to cross this, add another action step, and I'm going to search for text formatter by Pabbly. In my action event, I'm going to select it as split text and then click on connect. I'm going to enter the text which I want to split, which is this one. And then in the separator, I'm going to enter the space. So this space is going to separate the date and the time. In the segment index, I'm going to select it as all and then click on the save and send test request. Here I have received the response. The time and the date has been separated. Now I'm going to map these values. I'm going to cross this. I'm going to click on this WhatsApp Cloud API. Now I'm going to map the date. So here I have received the response in this text formatter. The date is this, the time is this, And then the template has button no, and then again these fields are not required one. I'm going to skip this. I'm going to enter the name also. So we have received the response in this step. Now over here you can see that I have added a dummy phone number. For now I'm going to remove this phone number and enter my own phone number so that I can show you the WhatsApp message when I'm going to receive. In this entire workflow we have mapped all the details because mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response it is taken into consideration in this field. Manually entering the data will make this field static and the information will not change even when you receive the new response. So instead of adding the details manually, we map this to keep the fields dynamic. I'm going to click on the save and send test request. Let's wait for the response here. And here it is, we have received the response. This response is a positive one. Let me quickly open my WhatsApp and check whether I have received the message there or not. And here it is, we have received the message. Hi current user, your meeting with us has been confirmed. This is the date, this is the time. Looking forward to speaking with you. And then I have added my company name. So this is the same exact template which we have created and we have sent this. So now to summarize, we took Google Calendar as a trigger application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect. We received the response and then we wanted to format the date. We want to extract the date, phone number and the name of this person. So with these steps we have done that. We wanted to add the delay so that we can send the reminder one day before this event. So we have used these date time formatter steps. We formatted the time zone. We subtracted the time because we wanted to send the reminder one day before, and then after adding this delay I want to get the date and the time so that I can map that to my WhatsApp Cloud API template. After that I finally executed this workflow and then send the message. Now this message will be sent one day before this appointment. So this is how this automation workflow is going to run, and here we have successfully created automation between this Google Calendar and WhatsApp Cloud API with the help of Pabbly Connect. I have attached the link of this workflow in the description so that you can check this out. I hope you liked this video and understood this video very well. Thanks for watching.
Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.